Alright, hello and welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we have a good one on our hands. Top NBA players tier list. Now for this tier list, we have a simple CBAS, and then the top tier I'm putting at NBA's best. The reason why I wanted to have a tier above S is because there's a lot of S tier players, to be honest with you. And I didn't want all those 10 players to be grouped up together. I wanted a tier above to have places for guys like Giannis, Jokic, Shea. That had to be done in my opinion. Let's get to it though. Anthony Davis, definitively S tier. Definitely not among NBA's best, not on the same level as Jokic, but he is someone who can really shut down opposing teams' offenses. Any specific player from positions 1 through 5, he can have a great defensive possession. Offensively, when he's feeling it and he's getting it going, oh man, he is scary. Quick thing to note here, because there's so many players, I can't spend a whole lot of time with all of them. Aaron Gordon, I would say B or C. He's a good role player, but that's kind of where that's at. He's a role player. Not a star by any means. He's not going to be a star by any means. This is kind of it for him. Like, where he's at in his career, you know, he's peaked. Jason Tatum. This one's easy. This guy is NBA's best right now. You talk about a guy who's guaranteed to be all NBA first team, a guy who has come off of an offseason where there was some frustration despite success off of winning an NBA championship and off of getting a gold medal, but not playing in those gold medals, not playing in those Olympic games definitely was frustrating for him, but he has come out with fire. It's been amazing on both sides of the floor. Good playmaking, good rebounding. Jason Tatum, among NBA's best. Anthony Edwards is S tier. Definitely not on JT's level yet, but we're continuing to see strides being made from him. I'd love to see more playmaking, but as a three-point shooter, he has become lethal. Austin Reeves is a bit of a tough one because he's on a team with Luka Doncic and LeBron James, and he's still averaging 20 points. Could he be an A? Arguably. I would have him super high B or super low A. We're going to see how the rest of this pans out. So I'm going to hold off on him. For now, I'm going to leave him in B. But I want to see how the rest of it pans out. He's been playing out of his mind, though. Bam Adebayo is definitively A. Another defensive player of the year kind of guy. You know what he brings to the table. He's not going to blow up with scoring, but he will give you a consistent 15 to 20. Desmond Bane is definitely a B type player. LeBron James is an interesting one, right? Because throughout the regular season, I wouldn't say he's as good as Jason Tatum, but in the playoffs, boom. So this is a tough one. I'm having a hard time because NBA's best is. Let's get that out of the way so that we can talk about why LeBron might be S and not NBA's best. So let's get this out of the way right now. This has to be done. I should have done this earlier. NBA's best, Giannis, JT. The other two players should be very obvious. These are the guaranteed all NBA first players. Jokic is of course an NBA's best. He's the best. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. He's the best. Where's Shea? So these four players are NBA's best right now. They are the face of the league in terms of the highest level of play, not in terms of brand or anything else, but just the highest level of play. Those are your four. Is LeBron on Jokic's level right now? Shea's level, Giannis's level, Jason Tatum's level? I would say no. Come playoffs, I would say yes. But throughout the course of the regular season, it's tough. This is a super omega tough one. I'm going to leave him at S. S is still a great compliment. It means you're still at the top. Like, let's be honest. If you're an S, this is not disrespectful. It's S tier for a reason. It's a big deal. I just wouldn't go as far as to say it's JT, Giannis, Shea, or Jokic. Those four guys are on a different planet right now. Jalen Brunson's another S player, but this is why this was crucial to me. I did not want to have S filled with already 8 players. Didn't want to do that. I didn't want to stuff it. Cade Cunningham, am I going to say he's on the same level as these 4? That's a tough one. You could make an argument for it, and I wouldn't even be opposed to it. The only problem, and this is the only problem, is he hasn't even had a playoff game yet. It's the only problem, is the lack of experience, and we haven't seen what he's done yet. Now he's gonna have a playoff game. You know, we're making this tier list going into the playoffs pretty soon, play-ins and playoffs. But man, Cade Cunningham's one of those where it's tough. Because honestly, I think Austin Reeves is better than these 3. But he's not as good as Bam or Cade is right now. Cade's gonna sit in low S right now. I think he's just been too good to not have there. Averaging what, 25, 8 and 10? What's Cade averaging? Some crazy shit. Cade's going off. 25, 6, 9. 26, 6, 9. Yeah, that's crazy. That is really, really good. Really freaking good. A, or it might be too soon to say S is the only problem. We're gonna leave him at high A for now. I'm heavily considering moving Reeves to low A. Cam Thomas would probably say C for now. I don't think he's as good as Desmond Bane, BI, or Miles Bridges. 24 on 43% field goal percentage. Interesting. Yeah, he's just a chucker for sure on a really bad team. Christian Brown, another C. Chet Holmgren's a good one. B tier for now. You know, he's been in and out of the lineup due to injury, inconsistency with scoring. Good defender through and through. He's gonna improve. He'll be better throughout his career than just a B. But right now, I would say B. CJ McCollum is C. He's washed from what he was. He's not like ass, but he's just not what he was. Okay. After further consideration, I'm moving Reeves up to A. Holmgren's an interesting one. I know I did speak on it earlier, but just in and out of the lineup. Only averaging 15. Really good defender, but he's just got to get right. When he's fully right, though, and he's at his best, he's definitely low A. I gotta leave him in B for now. You can't average 15 points per game and be an A. I'm sorry, it just can't happen. Derek White, one of the most premier role players in the league. If you can, I'd say you have to call him a role player, but just insanely good. In the grand scheme of things, do I think he's better than Chet Holmgren? No. Do I think he fits his team as an A tier? Yes, but starting up a team, who's the top players? Derek White's not among the best of them, but nah, he's really freaking good. Give me Derek White up here. Probably, boom. What's he averaging in terms of scoring anyway, too? Like, what, 16, roughly around that range? Yeah, 16. Freaking Derek White, and he's a good defender. Okay, keeping it going. Alperen Sengun. Okay, it's not. There you go. Alperen Sengun is definitely an A tier. A tier player. Someone who is averaging 19 and 10. He can really score low from the post. He can rebound, more so defensively. And believe it or not, pretty solid playmaker. Now, is he Jokic-like? No, but he's someone who can make some really nice passes. De'Aaron Fox, as we said earlier, definitely an A. I mean, Foxy in the clutch. You know how it goes. Again, for those of you that are just skipping ahead and you see Chet Holmgren in B, the only reason why he's here is because he's been in and out of the lineup and he's averaging only 15 points per game on the season. Is he going to stay in B? No. At some point in his career, he's going to make that jump to A definitively. But specifically right now, you can't average 15 points per game and be an A tier. I mean, I think Bam is the lowest scoring person on A at 18. That's the lowest. And Evan Mobley is going to join A soon, and he's averaging around 18 as well. Franz Wagner is another A tier player, averaging 25 points per game. I mean, the dude is a facilitator. He is a scorer, solid-ish rebounder. Really just a high IQ player, though. That's like my favorite part about Franz Wagner. Keeping it going. Darius Garland, this one's tough because I don't think he's as good as these other A tier players. I would say he's like the best B tier player, honestly. Tyrese Halliburton, another A tier player. I mean, this guy, when he is on, he is a flamethrower. Absolute flamethrower. Makes beautiful passes. James Harden is... This is tough. This is tough because as of late, he's been playing like S tier, but I can't call him an S tier player at 22, 5, and 8.7. 5.7 and 8.7. He's been playing really great lately, though, admittedly so. Another A tier, though. That's something I feel comfortable about there. Josh Hart, super high C tier player. The thing is, the only problem I have here is I would take Josh Hart over Josh Giddey on a championship team. But what's just standalone value on any given team, you'd rather take Josh Giddey because he's going to provide you with all three of scoring, passing, and rebounding. But on a winning team, on the Lakers, for example, I would rather have Josh Hart than Josh Giddey. So it's just, these tier lists are always tough because, yeah, sure, stats-wise, Josh Giddey's better, but people like Aaron Gordon and Josh Hart, Christian Brown, they're so important to championship teams. Their value is so freaking important. That's the only shitty thing about this kind of tier list. It's, well, just top players. I don't think Cam Thomas is better than Josh Hart. For his role, you know what I mean? 24 points per game, it's impressive. And I can't really put 24 points per game in C tier. But on a winning team, Josh Hart is better. Can I put Josh Hart over Cam Thomas because of that? I think I can. Josh Giddey cannot be your top 3 best players on a championship team, nor can Cam Thomas. Josh Hart and Aaron Gordon play their roles perfectly. They're not your top 3 best players, but they make other players better. They hustle out the ass, play good defense. It's what you want. These tier lists are tough. You know what? I'm going to do what I believe is right. In the best situation, how would I rank these players? In their best situation, I'm sorry. I have to do this. Give me Josh Hart. Give me Aaron Gordon in the best of situations. Jimmy Butler, this is one player who he's an A tier easily. He turns it on in the playoffs and he smokes you. And in the playoffs, he turns into S tier. In the playoffs. But you got to get there first, and they might fall into the play-in now, which would be a huge L. Jaren Jackson, another A tier. Again, we spent a lot of time discussing these B tiers and C tiers, but those are the harder ones to rank because you really have to find out, like, is this player doing this because he's on a bad team? At this point, I'm going to have a hard time ranking every single A tier. But I will say is I like Cade Cunningham the most in A tier. I don't think there's a player in A tier who I think is better than Cade Cunningham. Even Jimmy Butler. I don't think Jimmy Butler is better than Cade Cunningham. Playoff Jimmy's a different story, though. I'll give you that. Keeping it going. Jrue Holiday. You know what? People have been not talking about it all too often. He definitely has taken a bit of a fall off, but you have to remember he played in the offseason in the Olympics, shaking off a lot of rust because his body probably wasn't right. But once the playoff starts, he's going to kick it into high gear. Give me B tier for Jrue Holiday. Cat is another A tier player. As easy as it gets when talking about it, honestly. Like, He's averaging, what, 24 and 12? Super freaking good. Best big man shooter in the whole league. Kawhi has been kicking it up to the high gear. Recently played a back-to-back as well, so his knee's getting right. A lot of A-tier players. Lot of A-tier players. It makes me want to put Cade in S-tier, because I think he's better than a lot of these players. I don't think Jalen Green and Cade are on the same level at all. Makes you want to put Jimmy in S. We're gonna keep it going right now, but S tier is an exclusive club, and I'm happy about that. I don't think we should be smothering S tier in NBA's best. It's got to be a special place to enter. Kristaps is B tier. LaMelo is A tier. His biggest problem is health, but when he's on the floor, super talented. Keeping it going, Lauri Markkanen is... Where is Lauri Markkanen? The thing is, the Jazz aren't trying to compete. They're not even giving him the minutes he should be getting if they were trying to win. I'm going to keep him in B tier out of what he could be if they were just giving him, in all seriousness, the minutes he deserves, but they're tanking out the ass. Luka. Okay, this is our next difficult decision. Not really. I don't care what anyone says. Luka is NBA's best. He's up there. He can go here. He can go here. You can go here. Doesn't matter. Am I doing this in order? If I am, that's what I do. I think Jokic is the best player. Shai's 2. Giannis 3. Luka 4. JT 5. Luka is... You already know. Just dropped 45 on the Mavs. You already know. I don't need to get into it. You don't click on this video not knowing who Luka Doncic is. OG Anunoby. So, honestly, I think he's an A. And some of you guys might hear that and think, how the flippin' fuck is OG Anunoby in A tier? This guy, 18 points per game, 4.8 assists, rebounds, 2.2 assists, but he's probably top 5 best on-ball defenders in the whole league. Maybe top 3. Maybe. He's insane. Honestly, he's just so good as a defender. And he is a player who can play on all 30 teams in the NBA and be really good. You know, some of these guys have the best of their situation, where like Cam Thomas, again, averaging 24. You're not doing that on any other team. Maybe the Wizards he would, but he's not doing that on any other team. OG Anunoby would do this on every single team, and every team would love to have him because of his defense, and he can shoot the 3 ball. He's averaging 18. I mean, what? And he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. A tier, A tier, A tier, A tier. Don't sleep on OG. Please do not. And if you do, that's on you. Paolo Banchero. He's working his way. But definitely A tier. What I mean by working his way is, you know, at his best, you know, he can play like a borderline S, but definitely an A tier. He's not S level yet. Do you think Donovan Mitchell is as good as Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James? If you say yes, let me ask you, would the Cavaliers be better with Jalen Brunson instead of Donovan Mitchell? Yes. Would the Cavaliers be better with Anthony Edwards instead of Donovan Mitchell? Yes. It's not even a question. Now, specifically with AD's a definitively better player than Donovan Mitchell, but they don't want another tower. And LeBron's LeBron. Come on. Keeping it going. Where are we at? Steph Curry, S tier. He's no longer among, you know, the level of top 3 once upon a time, but he's still S tier. He's still that guy. The difference is he's not as consistent as a Jokic, a Shai, a Luka, a Giannis, and a JT, but he's still S tier. Still top 10 NBA players today, without question. Steph Curry is that guy. Keeping it going. Jalen Suggs, name I haven't heard in a while. definitely B tier, provides a lot for his team. Honestly, this is a baseball term, utility player, but it's almost like he's a utility player where he just can do a bit of everything. Miles Turner is a B as well. Wemby's an S. His defensive presence on top of his offensive output. He's an S tier player already, dude. Can I please drag it? Wemby is an S tier player. You can't change my mind on that. Give me Wemby all day. S tier, okay? So can't get it mixed. Zion, when healthy, is like an S tier player. I'd say he's borderline S, but dude, you got to play consistently. Jalen Johnson's on trajectory towards A, by the way. He is good. I really do like a lot where I put these guys. The thing that I question most right now is, am I being too stingy with S? I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. I would say Devin Booker and KD would probably be an S, yeah. I can't imagine them not being in there. In terms of B and C, stuff that really has me stumped, honestly, there's a lot of really good players on B. Drew Holiday, you could argue C, but I think he's going to really kick it into high gear. In terms of his current play, though, he's C. Definitely. I like the list, though. I think Scotty, maybe you could say A. He's going to get there. Like I said, him and Cheddar will get there. That's not a question. Darius Garland, you could say is A. You could say Darius is A. You could do that. Yeah, honestly. I will do that. Darius Garland, I will put an A. I've given a lot of respect to a lot of these players. I'm going to put some respect on Darius. Nah, dude, I'm sorry. I got to do it. It's been killing me all video. I'm doing it. He's going in S. That is my final executive decision. This is the list. I'm going to go through it one more time. Just up and down and up. Okay, this is the list. Cade is going in S. This is the list. No more of the analyzing. We're done. This is the video I've been recording for. Let's find out how long have I been. 49 minutes. 49 fucking minutes. This is gonna be a long edit. As always, I really appreciate you guys for watching. This is I've been different. Always been different. Feel free to like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help with the channel. Also, if you heard a baby in the background, that's my baby. And we out.